I'm going to level with all of you. The biggest mistake you can make when you're trying to treat these inner ear problems, the tinnitus sufferers out there, the eustachian tube dysfunction sufferers out there, is to not commit to a regimen. What do you mean by that? Well, I have here a red light therapy device, and it is certified ceramic infrared, as you can see there. And the thing about this device is, once you start using it, let's see if I can get it in the screen here. Once you start using this device, you want to be sure that you commit to it. Because one of the biggest things is, we all tend to gravitate towards this nature of thinking that maybe if we just do it one big time or two big times, we can get rid of whatever we're dealing with. Now, it's not to insult anybody out there, but I know a lot of you are desperate for healing. And it's natural to think that way. It's a human nature to think that maybe, and it's not just to think, it's just what you want. You want something that's gonna knock it out. It's just human nature. But unfortunately, when it comes to this very tedious and annoying condition, as this is, a lot of you are realizing, or already have realized, that there's nothing, there's no one size, one time, one shot kind of deal here. This situation is one of those things that has to slowly unravel. And I realized that after 2 years, or almost 3 actually, rather, is that I knew that this thing was not gonna go lightly. And if I backed up a little bit, it was gonna take longer to finally find that remedy, finally find that, get to that next standing. So, but what I did is I incorporated red light therapy into my regimen. And the trick is that, oh, I don't have a better machine, or oh, I'm just a better positioned person to heal, or where I live. Those things didn't really matter. What made the difference was the amount of consistency that I finally decided that I was going to commit to. Because up until then, I wanted this one, I wanted it to be as quick as a nasal spray. And I'll get into that a little bit later. But I wanted it to go away that quickly, and I wanted it to never come back. And I had to change my perception of things. I had to change how I thought about this condition. I had to change how I perceived the ramifications of what can happen with this condition. And I had to really tap into myself and really get better at just my anticipations with things, my expectations rather. When I changed my mindset, and I started to see myself in a way that I've never seen myself before. I see myself feeling completely liberated from this problem. I see myself completely healed. I saw myself engaging in things that I used to do easily, and not with this thought that, I'm going to have a problem later. When you start to picture yourself on the healing side of things, you start to picture yourself finding that healing result. Your mind starts to position itself for that very thought. And I didn't realize that. This all sounded like crazy, kooky, fairy tale, read my palm kind of thing. But I realized there's more power to it than that. And what a lot of you are probably not being told. And this doesn't just apply to inner ear disorders. This applies to most things in life. If you're wanting a better outlook with your health, you're wanting a better perspective with your wealth, you're wanting a better connection with your family, you're wanting to get better in shape, you want to prepare for this marathon, whatever it is, if you see yourself already in the position here to do it, everything else seems to take order. Now, does that mean that you do absolutely nothing outside of thought? No. But what happens is everything around you starts to position itself in a way where the thought starts to gravitate to the things that you need in order to put yourself in that perspective that you're already envisioning in the current state, but for the future. And this condition is the exact same result. It's the exact same strategy, is that you have to almost see yourself that way. And I had to go through all these mental lapses and disappointments and these catastrophic episodes to finally get to the part where I understand it now. And a lot of you are now finding my videos after 4 or 5 years of doing them. I am so glad that a lot of you are finding them now, and thanking me on videos that I did 3 years ago. I had to actually go back and rewatch the video again just to kind of understand what you were thinking me about. Of course, I knew what the content was going to prevail, or invail, but I just needed to go back and actually say, oh, okay, wow, I was going through that at that time. I was going through this at that time, because I was literally doing videos not very far removed from this condition at all. And I know a lot of you are in the position now. So watching my videos now is satisfying in the sense that you don't hear people talk the way I talk about it. Doing massage techniques, doing these different things are beneficial, no doubt, because I really have pushed these things. I have pushed doing ear stretches. I have pushed doing neck stretches. I have pushed doing posture exercises. I have pushed all that. But that is just the outer skirts of the inside basis that needs to get in order. And if you don't have the inside basis, the main ingredient, those other things are literally, you're just remaining neutral. You're not actually going above the water. You're just floating along the water. And I think a lot of you want to get out of that water and get onto some land where you have control over things. Get out of that raft. Get out of those waves. Get out of all the all the things that overtake your joy and overtake your insight, your feel good, all the serotonin and the things that drive you into a positive perspective. Those are the things that I think a lot of you are longing for. And it took me a while to figure all of this out. It took me a while to get my head in the game, get my head in the position to be consistent. Now, what I always do, and when I first done, and now some of you have probably asked the question, how did you even come about learning about red light therapy? This was weeks, months, and years of desperation and desperation in a sense where I was on Google doing constant research. I was trying to figure out what can I do to avoid going into the office every day, every other day, every other week, seeing people. Like, is there anything I can do from my point of view in order to remedy myself out of this problem? And it took me a while, but after doing constant research, I came across something called red light therapy. And red light therapy is not new technology by no means. It's been around for years. It's something that I didn't think could be beneficial for what I was going through and what a lot of you are probably going through. For those of you out there that have not yet tried red light therapy, give it a chance. Be consistent with it, because you're not going to find relief in even a week. It's going to take time. Now, what I would do is I would fire it on, make sure it lights up. This same machine has lasted me for over four to 5 years. So when you buy this machine, which by the way, I'm not selling this machine. When you buy this machine, you're in for a treat, because it's going to last a long time. Mine has lasted a long time. And I basically put it at this length right here. I put it at this length and I let it do its thing. And it's in this state of mind and state of body that when this light hits you, you need to build a correlation between the light hitting you and letting go of what it is, what's out there, what's going on. You basically, at this point, when the light hits me, I have developed a correlation between the light hitting my face and the thoughts that I think, which I start thinking of myself in a healed circumstance. That when the light is on my ear, I'm not just letting it be on my ear. I'm actually like developing a thought process to attach to this experience. So you literally need to engage in the experience, but do some mental reconstructing in your brain as well. You need to reconstruct a process. And now some of you are probably like, what does that all mean? Well, I created and written a book that is going to explain all of those things for you, and I'll tag it in the description here. But basically, is your mind is what's going to lead you through all of this. It's going to lead you through the doubts, the anxiety, because honestly, the hardest part of me of dealing with eustachian tube dysfunction was the anxiety, was the doubts, was the fact that I was buying all these products and I didn't even understand why I was buying all these products. This is where the mind takes over. Because you can do all the other stuff, like I mentioned. You can do all the stretching, you can do all the diet changes, you can do all the basic stuff, which is, in my eyes, thinking a certain way. Some would agree that that's pretty basic, right? But we miss the mark. A lot of us miss that mark. We don't think that it's considered basic to think a certain way. It sounds like voodoo or something to us. Like, we've been taught that, just like, we think where our thinking is now is just a built-in program that we can't change. We've been raised to think that we have no control over this program. It came factory settings this way, and I disagree. You can totally change what's installed in the hardware, what's installed in the system of your body. You can totally change it. You can modify. You don't even have to change. You can modify it. You can improve it. You can add some extra upgrades. You can upgrade it for sure. So this video is encompassing the book I've written called Echoes of the Mind, which dives into all of these different things that I'm talking to you about right now, but it goes deeper than just an inner ear problem. A lot of you all know from my past videos that I cover a lot of inner ear disorder videos that lead into anxiety, that causes all these other symptoms like tinnitus. And the ear clogging is a structural problem that occurs when you go through this horrible phenomenon that we go through when we have this condition. Take a read of my book. It's a great read. It goes into all the mental side of things. It's going to touch on how our brain controls a lot of the things that we desire, and a lot of things that I think all of you want, and that's great health. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. If it was, please take time to subscribe to my channel. I try to bring content as often as possible. But in the meantime, I'm going to step out of the Jaye Wellness Studio and leave you in good hands with this video. Like anything else, folks, we're here to simply go back to the basics. Take care, everybody, and I will catch you in the next video. Dealing with eustachian tube dysfunction and tinnitus? Well, I have a video about nasal spray that you may find fascinating. So please click one of the sides of the video, I don't know where it's going to be at, or below, and you're going to find out and watch the video about nasal spray, and you're going to probably change your opinion of it as well when it comes to trying to get rid of this condition. Take care, everybody, and I will talk to you all very soon.